Hi, this is Kelly. I wanted to give you some tips on using our pretest to set individualized goals for your students. If you notice at the back of each pretest, there is a data collection page. And this is where you're going to write all the final scores that you've gathered from that pretest. What we've done is we've broken down the pretest into specific sections. This will help you kind of narrow down where your students are having the greatest area of struggle. We know that when you're preparing to deliver intervention, it's highly critical that you pinpoint the weakest area first. You really want to hone in and find out where that area of deficit is and begin targeting your intervention to that need. So once you've gathered all this data and you've filled in how many correct out of how many possible and the percentage, then you can go through and notice which section students struggled in more than the others. Then you're going to focus their goal around that section. Since we've given you the number possible for each section, you can use that as their next goal. So for example, I'm looking here at morphology and they're spelling words with affixes. Perhaps they had 1 out of 4 or 0 out of 4, and this was their lowest score. Then this is one of the areas I would begin. I want to make my goal measurable, so I would say, I would write my goal around the fact that I want them to increase this score by 1 or 2 points. I always want to give a time limit for my goal. So I'm going to say after 6 weeks of instruction using the Smart Alec resources tools that are geared towards morphology, this student will increase their spelling of words with affixes from 0 points out of 4 to 2 points out of 4 or 3 points out of 4. But I'm going to use this wording that's already here to determine my goal. The tool that I'm going to be using for this intervention is going to be the Smart Alec Resources Intervention Toolkit or lesson plans. And then based on my grading period, I'm going to set a time limit for the student to achieve that goal. But I wanted to point this out to you because the pre-test and post-test are extremely important for progress monitoring, but this page was created to help you with your goal setting so that your students, even if you have 6 students in one group, you can set individual goals because chances are they're going to break down in different areas of this. But as you're using the Smart Alec resources, you are hitting all of these areas in every lesson. So using that as your tool for remediation or your tool for intervention, you're going to be working on all of these goals, but you're tracking different goals per student. And this is laid out for you to help with that process and determining goals.